A vegan youth asked us the question, were creatures created before us? The answer is absolutely. That's what the Bible tells us. And if we look at the book of Genesis, we can see that in the beginning, in Genesis chapter 1. But one of the things that we forget about is that God gave us dominion or rule over the whole of his creation. And in that, it sort of seems like it's just the animals or something. And there's a problem with that. And that's because of the language. And most humans don't hear, don't look, don't think about what that meaning is. And if we look in the Hebrew, and even more spiritually in the Aramaic, which could have been the earliest language used because Aramaic came before the Hebrew, is that the meaning of that rule and dominion is that it's about compassion. It's about doing things in the same way that God used to create the whole of the universe, the whole creation of the earth and humans and animals. That's the meaning. And if we look at the whole of that creation story up through verse 31, it says everything was very good. And if we move back a couple of verses, we see that there was no killing because everyone was to eat plant foods. And that's what we hear in verses 29 and 30. So if that's the case, then we are supposed to care for and love and treat the animals like we'd want to be treated ourselves. And maybe even better. Because we're supposed to treat the animals in that perfect, loving, compassionate, and empathetic way. And empathy means that we feel what the others feel. And if you have a companion animal, you know that they have a personality, they think for themselves, they do certain things, and particularly younger companion animals, they test us. What can they get away with? And if you let them get away with it, it goes right through their adulthood. They want direction just as we should have direction and accept it. There's certain things we shouldn't do because they're not good for us. And we need to understand that in taking care of the animals. We're supposed to protect them and care for them, keep them away from harm, feed them, treat them with love and compassion. That's what we're supposed to do. And God created the animals to be our companions, not our food. Amen.